But I also think you're right that, I mean, it's different. It's different symbols, or whatever you choose to call that, but it's still symbols. Qualitative uses words, and quantitative uses numbers. That's kind of, I mean.
Men typ stress. Fråga 1, 4, 7 kan handla om stress, och det är typ samma fråga i princip. Man skulle kunna alltså skriva dem under en rubrik. Kanske inte riktigt så, men man kan sammanfatta dem ihop.
Yeah. I think I agree. I don't think I can elaborate much on it, but I mean, we can agree that stress, for example, can be investigatable through quantitative and qualitative research. And as you said, which is very important, that they both try to reach a conclusion based on evidence. Some researchers are very oriented towards just one method, and kind of neglect or disregard the importance of the other method. I think it's important to consider them to be equals, and choose the best method based on what is it you want to know in your research question. I like that. Good point. What about you guys? Have you got anything clever to say?
Nej, så vi var inne på att vi tyckte att alla likheterna var ganska viktiga.
Ja.
Och som Alexander sa, båda är nu ute efter att få en slutsats baserat på viss likhet.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that the systematic process part is important, because sometimes when you're not very familiar with qualitative research, it seems like it's something about talking with people and then arriving at a conclusion. That doesn't sound very systematic. But it is equally systematic, just in a completely different way compared to quantitative. What about the differences? Was anything that kind of stood out?
The one where quantitative analysis tends to answer to a hypothesis.
Mm-hmm. Hypothesis.
And the qualitative analysis instead illustrate theory in words. I found that one very interesting. So in our project we try to analyze in quantitative data how athletes, it's very difficult in English but I try, how athletes see their coaches leading behavior, but they only have to choose between numbers and a few different like autocratic behavior or democratic behavior is just like a number.
Yeah.
But if you do a qualitative research, then you just ask the athletes and they put it into words. So in that way you can understand the theory better from the athlete's perception.
We talked about that before, that, I mean, quantitative research looks at very simple things in a lot of people, usually, and qualitative research looks at more complex things in a few people. So again, that depends on the research question. And as you said, hypotheses are mostly used in quantitative research because it's a yes/no question, or confirmed, not confirmed, where qualitative is more explorative, and we want to, I mean, qualitative research is more interested in gaining an understanding, more knowledge. That's a bit more rich, you could say. Okay. Having thought about that, let's move on to how to analyze an interview. Now we all know that it's rich and it's very detailed and whatnot. Then we can kind of keep that in the back of our head when we do the interview. Just below the similarities and differences in the book, there are 3 stages of qualitative data analysis, and they are called data reduction, data display, and conclusion drawing / verification. We are mostly going to talk about data reduction because that's the analysis part. And then there's data display, how you kind of display results to the world. And then there's conclusions. Data display is displaying the results to yourself, if you could say that. And then conclusion drawing / verification, where you can kind of answer your initial research question. But today we're going to focus on data reduction because that's the main analysis part. So, data reduction means, or in this part of the course, it means coding. So I want you guys to take a look at the Wiegmann et al. Article on Blackboard and go through the methods and results part where it says something about the interviews. You don't have to read the full results on the interviews. The methods is most important. But look at that and talk about what did we do? Was anything specific to that? Was it something you thought was well done and something that could be improved? Because obviously there was. So try and look at that and talk about that for 5 minutes.